because, anyways, children's health. Proud partner. Children's health. Okay. Not a big deal. Sounds great. Great that we're partnering with the hospital. Except that, remember how we were talking about your children are under socialized medicine in our hospitals because FEMA's there. We already know that. Here's the thing about children's. They have partnered with Genesis Clinic. Do you know anything about Genesis Clinic? It's under a specialty clinic in Dallas. They do pediatric gender transitions. That's right, you heard me. Now, we knew that they could not do, we knew this. We knew before the heartbeat bill, they could do abortions without the consent of parents for minors. They could hand out puberty blockers, all these things. Guys, we need to look into this. Another rabbit hole for us here, but this is real. If you've got high schools now partnering with our hospitals, and we know that they do gender pediatric transitions, and that was not labeled as child abuse, and they're teaching CRT, and they're teaching LGBT in the schools, what do you think they're going to do over here? Hope I'm wrong, but I found the contracts. Friends of ours have found contracts. If a kid wants to be transitioned at 12, but their parents aren't going to let them, maybe they can just come over here to the Children's Health Clinic that they said that they didn't have. However, there it is. You've got an entire stadium partnered. So yes, this is very concerning again. I have a lot of questions, as I always do. But parents brought this up in Frisco and in other places and here in Prosper about how they're going to partner with a children's health and medical. Does this mean they can have a vaccine site? Does it mean they can do abortions or pediatric gender transitions without parental consent? And again, yes, you know how I know? Because the WHO documents. This is what I'm going to show you guys in the links below. The WHO did an entire, I'm going to put my car in park. I'm not driving, just so you know. I parked to share this information with you guys. The WHO changed the language. I have a document right here, so I'll just show it to you. So in case it gets taken down, you'll be like, oh, no, it's there. It's called Considerations Regarding Consent in Vaccinating Children and Adolescents Between 6 years old and 17 years old. Now, what is happening tomorrow, you guys? What is happening? They're voting. Here's the document, just so you can see this. I know this was done in 2019, by the way. They have this portion here, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? It's on page 3 of that document, and it says, an implied consent process, implied consent, by which parents are informed of imminent vaccination through social mobilization and communication, sometimes including letters directly addressed to parents. Subsequently, the physical presence of the child, okay, so the physical presence of the child in school, or the adolescent with or without an accompanying parent at the vaccination session is considered to be implied consent. This practice is based on an opt-out principle, not an opt-in. You don't get to sign your kid up and say, yes, I want them to go to a vaccine mobile unit. No, you have to opt out. And how are you going to opt out if you don't know when that day is? And maybe the letter didn't get sent to the appropriate address or whatever the case. The practice is based on the opt-out principle, and parents who do not consent to vaccination are expected implicitly to take steps to ensure that their child or adolescent does not participate in the vaccination session. This may include not letting the child or adolescent attend school on a vaccination day if vaccine delivery occurs through schools. The WHO has an approach that's called, we're going to categorize 3 approaches to obtain informed consent. I thought informed consent was when the parents absolutely know what's going on. No, it's if now they've got, so written consent is 1, verbal consent is 2, and implied consent is 3. So now we're implying the consent because you sent your child to school. And if you're not there with them on school day when they have a vaccine program going on, it's that you didn't opt out. And now they're going to vaccinate your child. This is real, you guys. This is real. It's not a joke. It's real. Okay? I'm going to put the links in below. It's extremely concerning, and I really wish, and I hope to God I'm wrong. However, we see the evidence of things unfolding here. The evidence is what we follow. Not theories, not conspiracy theories, none of that. We follow evidence. The evidence of the CDC writing this out, the laws writing it out, now, and now we have the WHO. Then we have contracts with our high schools. Pull your kids out of school, okay, guys? If that means you have to live an apartment life for a little bit until you figure it out, pull your kids out of school. Unless you are willing for them to be in this beast system, which we could be going into. I'm not going to say what I think. I'm going to say the evidence. And I have hope, you guys. We are waking people up by the masses. But it also takes some action. Our faith does not get activated until we say, nope, we're not going to allow you to pull the wool over our eyes and just vaccinate our child with some lipid nanoparticle. We have no idea what's going to happen. Pull your kids out of school. Look at these documents. And keep standing strong. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.